Hi everybody, my name is Hannah and this is Pepper and Pine, and I have a project to share with you today. We are working on this medieval castle by Melissa and Doug, and this is for our Middle Ages unit. So I've got more information about this product as well as the other materials that we've used for our unit study. You can find that in the description box below as well as on my website. Okay, so I want to tell you what not to do when you're doing this project because we made it so much more complicated than it should have been. I thought this was going to be really easy to put together and it ended up being about a 2-hour plus project. I think primarily because I do this. I start popping out all the pieces, and that's because I'm working with my daughter who is 8 and my son who is 12 is actually going to put this whole project together. I just showed you that it was made out of foam, which kind of concerns me, especially if you have really young children or kind of children who are going to play with this kind of rough. I don't think this is going to hold up well over time. My children are 8 and 12 and this is going to be just fine for them. So I started popping out all those pieces because my son is actually going to assemble it, but my 8-year-old daughter was helping with the things that she could do, and that was popping out the pieces and assembling the little characters and the knights and the horses and things like that. So now it's time to actually put this together, and I'm realizing, wow, this is more complicated than I thought because the boards that the whole pieces come in, they are labeled with numbers and the directions tell you which numbers to get. And then there are numbers on those pieces, and that's what's going to click into the other pieces. So keep those pieces in the frame that it comes in because you'll be able to identify the pieces that you need more easily that way. Okay, so I hope that made sense. So what we did was really complicated because once we got started, it would say, attach piece 12 with piece 47, and we would have to look at the original board to locate what those pieces were, and they were all popped out. So then we had to sort of place it back in to see if it fit. So that's what not to do when you're doing this project. The other thing is that we popped out all the little tiny pieces that were within a single piece, and you don't need to do that because once you start to assemble it, they naturally pop out anyway. So we did a lot of pre-work that was totally not necessary. So if you avoid those 2 steps, I think that you'll move along a lot faster. Now, my son who is 12 is really good at putting these things together, and he's really good at following directions, unlike myself, who tends to just dive into a project and realize, hey, there are directions for a reason. So we're making good progress at this point. We did take a break for lunch halfway through, which was probably pretty good. And we found that as we progressed through the project, it was a lot easier to assemble because we had less pieces to look for. And the other thing is that when you pop out all the pieces, you're likely to lose them. And I was thinking, we're just going to pop them all out, forget the mess, just throw everything on the floor that we don't need. And I started to vacuum up, and I might have vacuumed up an extra piece that we needed. So at the very end, we are missing like a little hangover piece for part of the castle. I mean, it was a decorative piece, but nevertheless, keeping it all assembled until you're ready to build is probably a good idea so that you can avoid missing pieces and so that you have an easier time assembling it together. So I think this is a great project for a child who is about 10 years old and up. I think that a child that age could easily assemble this, but it is a lot more juvenile. I think this is designed for a child who's maybe between 4 and 8 years old. So while my older son had a great time assembling it, and I am so thankful that he helped us, I think that it serves a younger child better. So if you have a 5-year-old, let's say, you may need to assemble this for him or her, and then that child can play with it pretty easily. But I think that this will be more complicated, too complicated for a really young child to assemble. And you can see that it opens up here, which is really great. You can set up all those little men and the horses on the inside or on the outside. It's really fun. It has a lot of detail. I'm really pleased with it. The quality is something that I think won't hold up well over time. So you may want to consider getting something that's a little bit more durable if you intend for your children to play with this for a long time. Alright, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this for our Middle Ages unit study, you can tap on the screen right now. Don't forget you can find more information about this as well as the other materials that we use for our Middle Ages unit by checking out my website at pepperandpine.com. If you want to see what we're up to on a daily basis, you can find me on Instagram at pepperandpine.